Brilliant. Mate, you touched on there about people and the way they respond, right? So one of the principles that we talk about in HOP is our response really matters, and as safety people, I'm pretty sure we'll all contest to that. Like, it's really, really important. I'm just wondering, what is the weirdest response or the craziest response you've ever seen to something going wrong?
Well, so I mean, it all comes down to the most common thing that people do is we basically, when something doesn't go the way we expect it to do, we tend to double down on whatever it was we were doing before. And so, like, if training hasn't, certainly people aren't doing well, let's do more training. And so I come across lots of examples of people who don't question the methodology that they're using; they just do more of it. And so one of the things I've seen with clients is like, well, they didn't do what we wanted, so we need to train them better. And there's one client I work with where they'd originally had an hour's worth of session on this particular issue. And the solution they came up with to making sure that people didn't break this particular rule was, we'll give them a whole day's workshop on this one rule. And I was like, have you thought about the fact that it might be the training that's the problem, right? And if you're doing more of it, you're actually making the situation worse. And so we've all seen situations where, things that have an excessive number of locks on them, and actually, that's not helping the situation, because we just go, or you get lots and lots of things you have to click through in order to get through, because we don't want people. And actually, the more controls we put in place, the more we layer on, or the more we continue to do things that are not smart, we can make the situation worse. We can give ourselves a great degree of comfort. So there's lots of things I've come across, many of which I can't talk about annoyingly, where you just sit there and go, like, it was a bad idea to start with, you've just made it a million times worse. And that's a common trait. And so one of the things I talk to people about is how can we actually, sometimes maybe less is more, right? We should do less of a certain thing if the thing that we're doing is ineffective.